Welcome back, guys, to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. It's investigation time!
Investigation time!
It's time. The time of...
Victim.
Oh, you want to read this?
I can read that, listen. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the third floor of the school. Obvious. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted.
She had a blow to her head?
Strong blow to the victim's head.
But we obviously know that it's very hard for anyone to be blamed because the chair was propped up inside, so you couldn't barely get out of it.
It doesn't say it was the killing blow, either.
Yeah.
It was just an injury. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
I wonder what could have caused that.
Mm.
Medical number file has been added. Maybe if we do it fast, we can just run through it.
Hey.
Yeah, this is a great baby thing.
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have to escape somehow after barring the door. So the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out until we broke the window. That's like zero escape, right?
in other words...
It's a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? Because you might see a lot of things in mystery movies or books or whatever. Could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes?
Hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this type of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the actual locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. It simply means that the killer commits his crime and in some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some trick involving locking of the room. Basic approaches include a string or simple mechanism. There's a number of variations. We just have to check the door and see what it was, but it was a chair, so you can't really...
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words...
Use a special contraption or tool from the outside to kill the victim inside. You push the switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, or something like that. What kind of murder does that, you know?
I don't know, extra motives?
But an arrow can't really be sure to kill someone, you know?
Yep.
However...
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in this school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words...
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. But there's only 3 of us in the room.
At the time, yeah.
Apparently they showed up along with everyone else, and that's it. Sounded like it could have been possible, maybe.
It's true.
And the fourth and final type is that it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words...
There's an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Then you can think we can cross that one off too?
Indeed.
I believe so, yes. Those are the basics. 4 possibilities. And Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seems likely in this case?
It's true.
Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. Right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. Definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Ugh. So much talking! Huh? The locker's open and there's something on the inside. Handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Do you want to do Kyoko's voice for this part?
So, this drill like you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do your normal voice, because it's like half of the voice is just her.
Yeah. What's a handprint doing here?
Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra.
So then, Maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room opened, don't you think? During all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
And yeah, the lock was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Is there a bottle missing? Oh yeah, that's one of the clues.
Yeah.
What does
I
that
got
hat
that.
mean?
Someone's here
Which
before.
missing?
There's 2 missing, I think.
There's the pawn, the rook, the bishop, and a king. So there's a queen and the knight.
The knight, yeah. Where I found where the knight is.
Yeah.
Glass. Believe that.
Shards of glass scattered on the chairs Sakura was sitting on. It's all red and top of sections of the bottle, right? This would have originally been a bottle. No shit. Glass shards on the floor. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It's in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. 4 red bottles on the shelf. And inside of the bottle, there's a kind of Monokuma figure. How do they get those figures inside the... That is true. How do they?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I think they build it piece by piece inside it with pliers. They, you know that? Yeah. It's not like the whole thing in though. They like have like one main like support for the going from the middle of the body to the head, and then they build around it
I gotcha.
using drying clay, I believe.
So,
It's no different from you standing shipping a bottle.
Huh?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the bolt placed inside. You never seen that?
Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle.
A Monokuma bottle!
A Monokuma bottle.
You can't raise your voice that high?
I used to, but not anymore.
I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. Red shards of glass. Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? No. That could have just
Yeah.
been planted.
Oh, cool.
Monokuma bottle was the weapon.
Well, the thing could be the weapon. Some blood next to that whack in the handkerchief.
Hanker, wrapper.
Huh?
Oh, that's... You recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. It's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might have calmed down a little bit. So you gave that candy to Sakura. You're the murderer! I found a big box of it, like, in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I'm pretty sure nobody else can get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
'cause, I mean,
But I wanted Sakura to have a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all of their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper.
Best clue.
Alright, so before we
The
check
body.
the body, we're going to check the blood.
Good.
There's blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? That doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Well, because... Oh, no.
Check this self.
That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here.
Okay.
There it is. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around the entrance.
so,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Sakura must have drank it. Everyone know how much she loved her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. That does not look like a protein. That looks like some fucking... Well, it is. Wait, yeah, it was
Yep.
earlier that they explained it. It was a super hard protein.
It's protein.
Chem too. I must have got this from the chem lab.
Just a second.
Well, that's strange.
What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered on the can?
Shards of light blue glass. Those are parts of the window that I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
Which means something... There was a glass
This is-
bottle that must have been broken. Or something.
Well, this was placed after the window broke.
Yeah. Wait.
What's the glass from? The window you broke.
Yeah. What does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet. But you're probably going to want to take notice
I
of
feel
it.
like it'll... Well, that's yours.
I feel like it'll become an important clue later on.
Important clue. I'm not sure I see how.
You never see how it go.
No.
I think it's the buy time.
This door is the only way in or way out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence of the mountings that have been tampered with. The only change is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke to get inside. No evidence of a string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. What about the chair? The chair was shoved against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Huh. Having examined both the chair and the door, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door was opening. No evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. Killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Yep. What else we got? Time? 1 o'clock right now. According to Monokuma, died around 12. Roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? Probably.
Yeah. Think something with the buy.
Yeah. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in that chair. It's obvious someone blowed to the head Sakura suffered. Normally wouldn't have any problem believing that's what normally killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she'd also vomited blood. And besides, she's ogre. I doubt a simple blow to the head would fucking do that. Yeah, maybe blow to the head is pretty powerful, but she probably has fucking steel in her skull. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what could have caused her to vomit blood? She had not suffered any other injuries. Maybe getting her hit on the head somewhere caused her to start vomiting blood? Oh.
Not a chance.
Byakuya!
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree?
Oh, it's not what I call interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. And it is.
Let's talk to everyone.
So these three?
Yep.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't.
Byakuya, Toko, or
forgive you.
Hiro. It has to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know what? You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After we went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She'd asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon. The Monokuma file said she died right after that. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force even, this never would have happened. Hina, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Aoi's account has been added. Donuts. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them not to come to the direct room by noon, the same time and place, she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I just said with all three of them directly.
Let's do that.
Alright, we'll start with Kyoko though.
Okay.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed.
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight. She'd fuck you up like a little bitch.
it's true.
And she certainly did, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the kill? Able to get the upper hand, I hope. I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, that would need to. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
Oh, so she wasn't important?
No. It's not until after.
Oh, damn it.
Right.
Byakuya!
What?
What do you want? You bothering me?
Something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
It's true that Sakura asked you to meet here in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true.
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what is said and risk being killed by that monster?
So you didn't go see her? No.
Of course not. I ripped the note to spreads and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Is that true? Well, until we prove otherwise, I have no chance to believe his bullshit.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
Ah, fuck you. Okay,
No,
thanks.
Yeah, because the camera's being out of the truth bowl.
Listen.
Well, McCall, have you finished with the general investigation?
Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I decide you're going in my place.
He's decided? She's got a lot more pushy since we had our issue. Like, she's the dominant one in the relationship,
Oof.
right? But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted me to meet with the other two people. You hear what they said?
Okay, go outside.
How do I leave?
Oh. I'm like looking at
I'll go back to their rooms.
They had no one in the rooms, did they? Do. Remember correctly, don't you live right next to Reed? That's Sakura. Okay. There's Dogo. Back to home. Huh?
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. Aura of Toro K.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slid her out to the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. Huh?
Oh!
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Becca already told me since she had asked to meet with him.
What? So you wanted to meet with Master 2? It's like, dude, damn. I guess that's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Huh, she didn't claim to go see her, but can I really believe her? Oh, I'll just accept it.
Is that good enough? Now I'm going back to my room.
She retreated back to her room. Now, hero.
At the end of the hall.
Who can
Yeah,
miss that giant fucking hair?
you know?
What's up, Makoto? Do you need something? Yeah, actually, I want to check up something. How Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
Well, how do you know about that?
Could it be?
Wah! Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself she wanted Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Well...
When
she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Oh yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. Super sus. So then you went to go meet with Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, can you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro is feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on!
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. He pulled his hands back and out of pockets. I saw something flutter to the ground.
Huh? What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. And shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I cannot deny that Ogre asked me to be with her, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way there was all there to it.
You went there.
Yep, pocket trash was added to. Alright, who's next? Alright, Chem Lab. Chem Lab first.
Stop. Chem lab. What floor is that? The third?
Are we on the 3rd floor or the 4th floor?
What floor are we on right now? Is this the first?
We're on the 4th. Right?
Yeah, the highest floor I know is the fourth, I believe.
Yeah, because it's the 4th chapter.
Yep. I'm saying, I thought you were asking what floor we're on right now. Like, first floor in the dormitories. Nope. Where's the lab?
Where the fuck are the stairs?
Come on, a school. The stairs doesn't go first to 4th floor. Lab. 4A. 4B. Office. Chem.
Come on.
Suspicious.
What?
Hey, Makoto, do you have your eye on the chem lab too? Let's make sure you don't get in my way.
Yeah, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I can't get how big it is. Take a look, closer look.
Too close.
3 shelves. The powder is spilled right in front of the shelf. Careful not to step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? C4!
Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
Then that powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words,
That's right. It could only have been around this time, around the time of the incident.
That really is when it happened. Must be related to the case somehow.
Scream. Main evidence. 4 steps.
So in other
To the footsteps.
Footprints? They're inside of the front shelf.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to awful.
With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
what?
Well, let's go. Chop chop.
Okay. Okay, my lord and savior, Byakuya.
You bet.
Got to work, draw a sketch.
Awful. Not bad for you, I mean.
For me.
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see. It's
These footprints
certainly
must-
possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
No.
What?
Okay then, let me see you Susan and I'll confirm the size for myself.
Good thing we're Zanatsu, so I quietly did.
I see. You fear do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately.
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. It's
And
just a
these
sneaker.
prints are a valuable clue.
Yeah, those footprints are sneaker footprints.
Hard look at the pattern.
Yeah.
Based on positioning, left side.
Okay. A, B, and C.
See,
With the pop was usually dropped.
dangerous chemicals.
Poisons and powerful.
Letter C.
Yeah.
C4.
Chemicals. They're reagents, but simply they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Is that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical applications in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, that I suppose suits you well.
Didn't even say that. Doesn't matter. A, B, just B. Nothing out of the ordinary.
B doesn't have anything to do with it.
No.
It's A.
Dietary supplements. A. Wait, there's a C9 in there.
You see it too?
Yeah. C9. Yeah. Alright, rec room.
Back to the crime scene.
How much time has passed? 30 minutes have passed.
Long episode, let's keep going. We're almost done. I think we're
Not as
almost-
long as the trial. It's gonna be an hour and then split the other hour.
Yeah. So we have to complete this. I think all we need left is the autopsy. Kiyoko.
Hey,
So Makoto, how is your investigation going?
Told Kiko what I told, what Coco and Hiro told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they both claim they didn't go see her.
But Hiro looks suspicious.
But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Somebody's lying.
Anyway,
Well, make some progress on my own. Sakura's by the shelf of magazines and the Makuma boss. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time.
Which things?
Body, bottles, magazine itself.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it.
unlike Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. I've grown perversely used to. Sometimes. Can't believe how calm you are. How many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you?
So,
I'm asking because I've had plenty of opportunities.
Because I am the ultimate detective. What?
Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here.
Ooh, the powder.
correct.
You see that yellow powder on the instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, what you say. And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands are spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood in either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
Oh. Bottles?
Magazine. Vials and magazine.
Magazine shelf. Magazine's upside down. Someone
You
put
mean
it
heavy?
back?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. Flip through it. Toko?
Obvious flame is obvious.
Yeah. A dying. Oh, wait. How much do you bet that it's Hero?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It
correct.
looks like his handline. Thing
Wait,
about
doesn't he have
keeping
neat?
out-
Doesn't he have neat handwriting?
I think Sakura has neat handwriting.
Kyoko, is this?
So,
It's indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
Dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I make sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefits of others. You might come looking.
Hey, is that? That's Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right?
No.
How many murders have we done so far? 3? It's not that
3.
easy.
Yeah.
Well, Leon.
Leah!
Hasn't been confirmed yet.
Forgive
It's
me.
settled. She's the killer for sure. It's conclusively evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
Can't.
Can see where you think that, but seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that more suspicious.
There's no blood in Sakura's hands, so she didn't write it.
Yeah.
Unless someone cleaned her hands. There's no evidence to point that out either.
Yeah. New clue: Monokuma bottles.
hey,
So, did you figure it
Yep.
out? There's a hidden correlation between all the balls. Pay careful attention.
Can't you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my clues isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence. Now,
It's not because you don't trust me, right? No answer?
I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Only to a degree. Bitch.
I still think you're a complete idiot. Mama, I said to look at the magazine self. How did you miss that the first
Hey.
time?
Did I?
Yeah, you did look at Makoto looked at it before you went, but the first time you went, saying nothing about it. Come on. How you missed that?
One other thing about the Monokubos is better than me.
I like to do experimental performance. You don't mind helping me, right?
Experiment.
Anyway,
Can you get up all the pieces of the book Makima Ball? Try to get the small ones too.
Huh? You sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene?
that doesn't matter.
I avoid doing a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Yakuza is not here, so.
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to get up all the glass.
Kyoko left. I don't really know what it's about, but what choice do I have? Better just do it. Do.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready?
Look at that smug look.
Is everything ready? Let's get to work.
So what kind of experiment we're doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights of what?
The piece of glass collected and one of the Monkum powers that's still intact.
Why are we gonna do that?
Back to the point of the experiment. It makes sense when we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of two of the known Monkum powers. Same.
Balance.
in other words,
This means each Monkum ball weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. Monokuma figures
Alright.
are basically the same.
so then,
It's only the size. Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see?
Should be equal.
Yeah. Either balance out.
But the pieces should be later. But I must come
so then,
Okay then, let's give it a try.
Broken pieces are heavier because there's two of them. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
What?
In other words,
The results of experiment and the correlation between each of the balls put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's on. Ding dong.
Finally!
Ding bong.
My voice was fucking hurting.
You can't tell me. I either.
You are, I can tell.
It's drying up.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Fine, Nappa! Shut the fuck up.
Yes. Go ahead, Makima.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go
Class
through the
trial.
red door on the first floor of the school. See
Where?
you soon.
Where it always is.
Imagining someone Mississippi got lost.
Whatever happens, happens. It is what it is.
Uh,
No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen.
I think this one's a bit obvious.
Oh, yeah. Alright, everyone, it's 40 minutes exactly.
Nice.
Well, it's around at 38. I'm like, it's around 40. Good enough. Well, everyone, thank you guys for watching Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc Investigation number 4. It's almost time to do the trial, which will be tomorrow night.
Yeah.
If Nither's awake.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Ah.
The insomniac is asleep. No!
Yeah.
It's actually sleeping lamp.
You'll be awake tomorrow, right?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe we'll do recording earlier.
Mhm.
Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching, and we have the trials next time, so stick around. If you like the video, do whatever the fuck you want. It's not up to me, it's up to you, and we will see you all in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah.
Yeah! Vegito!
Vegeta. Vegeta.